Okay, so integrated skills in assessment or tests, yeah, especially in tests, because the final product of this class uh, focuses on test instead of assessment. Yeah, assessment is a part of this class, but we are paying more attention to test because test is more formal in that way. Yeah, in that case. So let's get to the next slide. Okay, so while waiting for you who haven't joined the menti.com, let's do a bit of warm up. Yeah, I'd like you to come up with some words that describe integrated skill assessment. So this is the topic that we need to talk about, that we need to confer uh, in this meeting. Come up with some words that describe integrated skill assessment. Every student can get one or two words, yeah, to describe the thing, to describe the topic. So one or two words that describe the term integrated skill assessment. When you hear the term, when you hear the phrase integrated skill assessment, what comes to your mind? Okay. Specific. Mhm. Specific. There's well, actually, there are many things to talk about. Yeah, about the idea of specific. It may refer to the skills. It may refer to the types of tests. It may refers to the materials. Yeah, specific. And then we have combined. Yeah, combined. Read and write. Okay, combined English skills. So we have read and write, we have listening and speaking, we have authentic. That's another thing that is also very important. Yeah, it's one of the principles in language assessment or language testing. Yeah, authentic. I'm glad that one of you remembers it. Yeah, authentic. And then tasks that combine with blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. And then skills, for skills. For skills. Objective, yes. So the word objective here is quite ambiguous because it may refers to uh, something that is not subjective, right? That's one meaning. It may also refers to the goal, right? So the second meaning of objective is goal, yeah. Okay. And then detailed, detailed. It's very important when you are designing a test, you need to be detailed. You know, you cannot just leave the test takers at sea so that they do not know anything to do, yeah, because your instructions are not clear, for example. So you need to make sure that everything is detailed and clear, yeah. Concise might be better, yeah. So try to produce as efficient number of words with clear meaning, yeah. Okay, and then complexity, yes, complexity. So it refers to various aspects, right? Complexity. It may refers to the level of difficulty of the materials. It may also refer to the complexity of the components of the test itself, right? Whether it has intricate details or whether it has simple kind of details with, you know, uh, fewer number of details. Yeah, that's also possible. Okay, so anyone would like to talk about the words that they have written here? Anyone would like to explain or talk about what he or she has written here about the words? So I tried to explain a bit of the idea, but I do not want to put the words into your mouth, right? So because you have your own idea, anyone would like to explain about the words? Yes. So that is the keyword, yeah. That is the, I think, the most important keyword of this integrated skill assessment when we are trying to contrast this term with the previous types of assessment or assignments that you have designed, yeah. So we have independent skill assessment or you know, specific skill assessment, and we also have integrated skill assessment, and it differs from the independent skill assessment in a way that it combines different skills, yeah. Okay, we have some other words or phrases here. We have high level of English, yeah. High level of English, yes, it can be included in the integrated skill assessment, and it's interesting because it will make us question whether this, yeah. So let me try to formulate a question for you. Do you guys think that integrated skill assessment can be used to assess low or intermediate level of English? What do you guys think? So let's say kindergarten students or elementary school students, can we develop an integrated skill assessment for them? So when we're talking about high level of English, we need to measure whether the test or the assessment is appropriate for the level of proficiency of the students, right? So according to Rennie's answer, it's no in that way, yeah, because Rennie mentions that we need to focus on a particular skill. We need to hone up one skill, yeah. We need to brush up our ability or the student's ability in one skill so that it can be more focused. But then we have another answer from Ella, I believe, yeah. So Ella, would you like to explain why you think it's yes? Okay, that's a good answer as well, yeah, from Ella. So if we take Ranis and Ella's perspectives, yeah, in that case, it's between yes or no, depending on the level of difficulty that you are designing in the test, yeah. For example, if you have a test that covers a material that is quite difficult for the students, but not too difficult. Yeah. So notice the word too. Yeah. When it's difficult, it might be doable, right? But when it's too difficult, then it's gonna be, you know, beyond the student's level of proficiency, right? So if it is not too difficult, it's just difficult. Making an independent skill test would help. Yeah. For example, if you have a material in the form of a video and the video is a bit difficult for the students, if you just present the video in the form of an independent skill test, let's say listening test, that's gonna be easier compared to when you're putting it into a test that combines listening and, let's say, writing, or listening and speaking, because then the students will have to involve another skill, yeah. So yes, independent skill tests can be somewhat more focused and easier for the students, yeah. But then Ella's perspective is also correct, because usually combination of different skills will reflect real life, yeah. You know, when you are communicating in English or even in bahasa Indonesia, yeah, you do not just listen, right? You do not just listen. Take this Zoom meeting, for example. You do not just listen, right? I asked you some questions, and a good communication will usually involve reciprocal way of communication, right? So you need to respond to my questions, and yeah, that reflects real life communication, yeah. So yes, integrated skill assessment will be more authentic. Just like when you're having a discussion with your friends, yeah, you do not just talk, yeah, you do not just talk over and over without listening to your friends, right? Because then your friend will think that you're selfish, yeah. A good communication, real life communication, will usually involve more than one skill. Okay, and then synthesize, that is another thing that is important. Synthesize, if you refer to the Bloom's taxonomy, synthesize is a quite high level of thinking, yeah, higher order thinking, yeah, because you do not just passively acquire the information from outside, but you try to compare different information from different sources, and then you try to make your own understanding from those various sources, yeah. So that is synthesize, yeah. You try to relate one type of information with another, yeah. That is synthesizing. Yes, so it would be more possible if you use integrated skill assessment to have your students synthesize, yeah. Okay. mm, yes, I think we've covered all the terms and phrases that you have written here. So let's get to the next slide. Okay, so the next thing is, after we have discussed all the terms, the phrases, after we have brainstormed everything about integrated skill assessment or tests, we're gonna get more specific to integrated skill tests. So we only focus on tests right now. Yeah. So write your own definition of integrated skill tests. Yeah. It can be in English, it can be in Bahasa Indonesia, it can be a combination between the two. Yeah. Mhm. You might need some time to think and to synthesize the different information that you have got to formulate your own sentence. Yeah. You're gonna need to synthesize the information that you have talked about previously, and then you need to formulate your own sentence. Yeah. So it's a slightly more difficult task. We've got one answer. Integrated skill test is combined or combines more than one English skills, yeah, to the test that is suitable for the student's needs. Students' needs is another thing to point out, yeah. Yes. So we need to design a test that is based on their needs, that is based on the students' needs, yeah. Okay. Integrated skills test merupakan sebuah jenis tes atau tugas yang didesain dan terdiri dari 4 skill, ya. Ada listening, reading, speaking, writing berdasarkan dari kebutuhan siswa. Okay. It's also a good definition, but I have another follow-up question to that, yeah. And the question is, can we involve fewer number of skill than 4, let's say 3 or 2? So it's for everyone, yeah. This question is for everyone. Do you guys think that an integrated skill test can involve less than 4? Let's say only 2 or only 3 skills instead of 4. Yes. So it doesn't have to be always 4, yeah. It doesn't have to be always 4. It can be 3, it can be 2, as long as it's not 1. Yeah. And then the next one, tests that assess 2 or more language skills and is related. Yeah. So it's not just a compilation of different tests. Yeah. You cannot make an integrated skill test by compiling different skills, yeah, into one. It's not that way. Yeah. It's not that easy. It's not just compiling. Yeah. They need to be related. For example, when you are designing an integrated skill test by combining listening and speaking, you need to make sure that there is a continuity from the listening to the speaking. Uh, both skills need to be about the same topic, for example, or they need to be related in a way that maybe, for example, the speaking is the productive test for the listening. For example, you ask the students to listen to a video, and then based on that video, uh, you ask them to make a presentation or make a vlog that explain their understanding about the video. That's going to be integrated skill test, right? And then it's about the tests in high level of English that combine four skills of English: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Yes, for the students. Mhm. And then a test where English skills are combined and can develop students' competence and real-life communication as it is authentic. Yes. So a good test is the one that is authentic. Yeah. If you are designing a test for um, SMK students, yeah, vocational high school students majoring in uh, fashion or design, yeah, fashion design, then you're gonna need to make sure that the test reflects their future job needs. Yeah, it reflects their uh, use of English in their future job. Yeah, that is authentic test. Okay, so I think we've got quite good definitions here. Yeah.